Question 4a. In how many years will 312.50 Ghana cedi invested at 4% per annum simple interest amount to 500 Ghana cedis? So, solution 4a. So we have the principal amount, which is Ghana cedi 312.50. We have our rate, which is 4%. And we have our amount after some time, which is Ghana cedi 500. Okay, so what we are saying is after some time, we have 500 Ghana cedis. So our principal amount yields to 500 Ghana cedi. We don't know the number of years for this yield, for the principal to yield to 500. So that's what we'll be finding. But then we know that after some time, due to the simple interest, our principal amount will no more be 312.50, but it will be this. So what we are saying is after some time, due to the simple interest, our initial amount would not be this, but this. So it means that, what this means is that the amount after some time should be equal to our principal, the principal amount. Principal plus the interest. So to find our interest, it will be the amount after some time Okay, let's just say that the amount after some time is W. So then we are saying that W should be equal to principal plus the interest. So our interest will be equal to W minus principal, which in this case means that I should be equal to Ghana cedi 500, because our amount after some time is 500, minus our principal, which should be 312.50. So then our interest, simple interest, becomes Ghana cedi 187.50. Okay, good. But we know that interest is equal to principal times rate times time over 100. And we know our principal. We know this, which is 312.50. We know our rate, which is 4%. We know our interest. Our interest is 187.50. So 187.50. So what we are left with is the time. So when we make time the subject, we know that T should be equal to I times 100 over PR. So T should be equal to 187.50 times 100 all divided by 312.50 times 4. So I should be equal to, when you punch this on the calculator, 187.50 times 100 divided by 312.50 times 4 should give us 15. Our time should be equal to 15 years. So it means, what this means is that after 15 years, our principal amount, which was this, would be this. Okay, so moving on to 4b. In the diagram above, this diagram, PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. The length of SR, which is this, is equal to the length of RQ, which is this. So then we can say that triangle SRQ is an isosceles triangle. The angle SRP, which is this angle, is 60 degrees. And then the angle RPQ is 48 degrees. So we are finding angle PRQ, which is this. So you are finding PRQ. So this is the angle we are finding. We don't know that angle, so it will be X for now. Angle SRP should be 65 degrees, not 60. Ignore this. It should be 65. So then we change this. Change this to, it will be 65 degrees. So please ignore this. Triangle, the angle SRP should be 65 degrees, not 60. Angles in the same segments are equal. So which means that angle RPQ should be equal to angle RSQ. So this should be equal to this. So it means angle RSQ should be equal to 48 degrees. But we have an isosceles triangle. So let me draw an isosceles triangle. And this is the angle we are looking for. We don't know, so that will be X. So this whole angle should be at 65 plus X. This side, RSQ, should be 48. Now, this is an isosceles triangle, and so angle RSQ should be equal to angle RQX. So we know that the base angle of an isosceles triangle are equal. So this should be equal to this, which means angle RQX should also be 48 degree. So angle RQS should also be 48 degree. Now we know that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle should be equal to 180. Is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, So in that case, what we are saying is that, let me draw our triangle here for convenience. R, S, Q. Here is 48. 48. And this side is 65 plus x. So what we are saying is that the sum of the interior angle should be equal to 180. So this should be equal to 180. Sum. So 65 plus x plus 48 plus 48 should be equal to 180. So this plus this plus this should be equal to 180. So we have x plus 65 plus 48 plus 48 should give us 161. Should be equal to 180. So our x then should be equal to 180 minus 161, which should give us 19 degrees. So then we can say that angle PRQ. So therefore angle PRQ should be 19 degrees. All right. So that is it for question 4. So moving on to question 5.